What are we looking at today? Welcome, by the way, to Wednesday. It's a very disappointing day because that means we're like officially over halfway through the week. I got another weekend I'm going to have to kill coming up. We're looking at Hoops Brewing Company's Strawberry Hefeweizen, 5.6%. I have no idea where this brewery is. Comes in a really big can. I just love really big cans. Even more if it turns out that I'm pouring something good out of them. On paper, this sounds outstanding. I see it's a rather lively beer. Seems how if I were to have just done a pour down the center, we wouldn't know anything about this until Friday morning. Actually, just smell alone, this is reminding me of, I don't know if I have, I think I might have gotten rid of all of them. It'd be interesting to, just, if you're bored, you just watch the presentation. Was this it? No, that was that shit blueberry ale. What's this? No. What's this? No. I don't think I have any left. I reviewed this stuff once. Oh, maybe it's in here. Strawberry fruited wheat ale. Looking for an excuse for a comparison? Oh, boom, right there. Okay, so it looks very unfiltered. The strawberry notes are not as strong as this one would hope. Here we go. Cheers. Definitely more Hefeweizen. I mean, Sharky, at least I picked somewhat. Whoa! How would it eat a banana? Okay, this brew review is going to be 34 minutes. Smile Money says first. Being first. The DFC says podium. Damn right. Silver. Then Scourge says, and then there was shots. Well, on your end. Eltenda says, hey, Eltenda, link me to these videos again in Messenger. I always watch them, didn't I? Tell Gunwild while you're at it. Smile Money. Yeah? It is the Matt hour. Smile Money. Hey, Matt. Ha ha! My favorite co-host. Hey, at least I don't go into long dissertations about nothing. And then I also don't go like, get the fuck away from me. Sorry, I blew up right there. Okay, it's got some good head. Do we need Eric? He is just working himself out of his channel. That's okay. Jeremy says, damn, that looks good. Oh my God, Jeremy. Like Matt said, well, I don't know if it was on while the camera was running. Really good. Could you sit and drink them all night? I think I could make it through the Fandangos. Dragon Fandango, Cherry Fandango, What else have I had? Was there a tropical or pineapple or something? I don't even remember. I don't know. Let's see, cherry fandango's right there. I don't know if I could sit and drink that one all night long, but I bet you. Oh yeah, pineapple papaya fandango. I mean, if you had all the fandangos, if you started getting sick of the strawberry shortcake fandango, the cherry oh yeah. First of all, if you could sit, like, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Because I'm not the one that has the problem. It's Jeremy. But let's just say that me and Jeremy bought all of the fandangos. We just had every refrigerator and the coolers were all filled with all equal amounts of all of the fandangos. And then we just started drinking them. In a Friday and Saturday, I can't even imagine the financial obligation for me and Jeremy to sit down with the Toppling Goliath fandangos. The cherry is like $30 for 4. Just kidding. I mean, yeah, moving on. Bad. Greetings, Captain. Greetings, my brother. Smile Money. Did you know that the Earth's largest population of camels is found in Somalia? Smile Money. Try to imagine how little I care. I'm just kidding. I mean, that's excellent. I've always wondered where the highest population of camels was. Shit. CGI. But what the hell? Smart Money says Brett Kavanaugh, you know, the one who's Supreme Court justices. Yeah, I know. You even have a T-shirt that says the line. He actually said sometimes he had too many beers. Sometimes others did. I like beer. I still like beer. Well, okay. No, you're not saying one thing or another, Smile Money. Well, actually, you're saying you like beer. I love football. I would love it if I was the quarterback. Just like, good game out there. Okay, maybe it wasn't. It's nice to have people that say are real and not some pompous pricks like most of the Supreme Court, but ooh, Mike says it looks like it's going to be interesting here for a few hours unless it misses us. See, that was like the other night. We were getting warnings and all sorts of shit, and the storm does like it normally does. Oh, here is us right now. Right. The head of the lake. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. And according to the radar, it is going to be hitting us, well, now. I would love to have, like, people that seemed real. I mean, what in the hell is wrong if someone says, oh yeah, on the weekend I like to hunker down with some football and have a few beers with my friends, as opposed to what I like to do is I like to grab some Visine and my law books and I just sit and go through them even though I have them memorized inside and out for hours at a time. I just don't have time to be part of the real world. I mean, maybe being part of the real world is just as important as knowing the law. I mean, after all, a big thing that it seems like the liberal, I won't call them libtard fucksticks, the liberal judges, they seem to want to, instead of just enforce the law, they want to interpret the law. Well, of course they're going to interpret it in the direction that suits a very liberal ideology, which thank God that the courts didn't get. Can you imagine if Trump, anybody that wants to bitch about Trump, that if he wouldn't have put some good justices in place everywhere? I personally think the biggest mistake Trump made, and it's probably because he just didn't do this in the first place, is Trump had the voices in his ear and he made poor decisions. Poor decisions that some of you level against him. On the other hand, would you rather have had Hillary Clinton? Because look at what we have now. I personally would walk through the door and say, who'd you vote for? First of all, we're going to have everybody in for a lie detector. And if you lie, you're going to be held in contempt, and there's going to be a special place for you. So maybe you just want to get this out of your system now. Who'd you vote for? Biden? Bye. So anybody that was still there, basically, in this particular case, anybody that was still there from Obama, you're fired. Just get the fuck out. You're fired. I don't want anything to do with you. He should have done that immediately. And there's a lot of people that definitely agree with that on both sides of the camp. Like people that are like, well, I know it's going to kind of go against my own, who I politically believe in, but the smartest move that you could make, regardless of what party you are, is to get rid of the previous party's people. I mean, obviously, they're not there. They're not there to help you. J-Dog! Here at work. Smart money? 20 by 10 millimeter handguns average 8 rounds per magazine each, says Matt says $160. Those word problems in math are tough. 20 times 8, the number of rounds, not the cost. You need the cost per round to calculate the cost. Either than that, Matt gets a star. Jeremy, I must be a high profile channel. Recommended channel. Oh yeah. Bad. In Missouri, right now, we have a lot of people fleeing the suburbs and paying the stupid high prices for remote property. A friend is trying to do just that. We told by his realtor they were selling a lot of homes to people from California who are paying stupid prices for our houses. You know, again, and a lot of people have said this, and I'll just echo it because I've said this before. If you didn't like it where you are, why do you go to someplace nice and then try to make it just like the place you ran away from? Question mark. I mean, if you're a camel jockey loser coming from some shithole where you dig a hole in the sand, take a shit, and then wipe your ass with your hand, because you'd be surprised how many people think we are gross and nasty because we don't wipe our hands with our asses with our hands. And I can tell you this from personal experience. I am just not making it up because I saw a TikTok video. Why would you come from your shithole and then come here and then turn this into an identical shithole? You need to be amongst the people that I know and that I proudly call friends that came here and wanted to become an American, speak our language, and know more about our history and our Constitution than probably everybody that graduated from high school in California last year. How are you doing, huh? Captain Scourge. You're talking YouTube on your phone. Load it up on your web browser and hit the hamburger menu button and press subscriptions. Would be like a feed, but it's only videos your subscription have posted, starting at the most recent, going backwards if you scroll down. Yeah, that used to be there. I have subscriptions. I was going through my subscriptions on the Ebomi one and looking for stuff that I haven't seen in a long time. There's the bell. These are all hey, take that back. See, I always looked over at Ebomi. I don't get any of this over at Ebomi. Hey, look. Gunwild had a new video. What else is in here? Gunwild, Fast and Furious cars at Universal Studios 15 hours ago. Texas Plinking, don't really care. Steven? 9-inch drop-in mid-length quad rail. I'm sure that's going to be good. Tardisius, the CJRB Ruffian EDC knife. From that little tiny picture, I like the way that looks. I'm going to have to check that one out. Okay, see, it's different, completely different over here. Ain't got time for that shit. Moving on. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Richie Poo. EMT, hey. Hey Google, play Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen.
Alright, Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen. Here it is on Spotify.
It says for Matt. Okay, Google, where the fuck's the song?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Fuck off. Salty, do you even naked, bro? I was just naked a few minutes ago, actually. EMT, YouTube must not have wanted you to see this comment on the Pirate Water review. Here it is again. You are in your home feed or your subscription feed. I have my subscription feed linked to my go-to YouTube link on all of my devices and seem to see everything. I don't use the app on my phone, so I can't help there, but your subscription feed is found by clicking on the 3 lines in the upper left of your browser. Yeah, that was... Oh, well, okay. Actually, I got that from clicking on the bell, but... Downloads, bookmarks... You lied to me. Hector the cat, beware. There is a gay guy among us. Laugh out loud. No, Matt's not here. Rich Huff. I tried the Zing Zang Blazing Bloody Mary tonight. Way too salty for my taste. Rich, add more vodka. Wade says 32 ounces, 4 cups tomato juice, 8 ounces, 1 cup vodka. I prefer Tito's. 1 medium to large cucumber peeled and seeded. 1/3 cup of distilled vinegar. Oh my God. Okay, he's got the whole recipe. If you're interested, go check it out. Hit the read more button. It was like, it should have said read a lot more. Thanks, Wade. Might have to copy and set that aside. Hector, Eric Pooh, I believe you've seen my gun collection. You can own just about anything you like. Move to South Carolina. No, I've heard about it. I've never seen it. Hector, Matt, love you. But did you actually ask why they're still monkeys? Wow, there goes your smart sign. We come from a common ancestor, dingus. Derp. Yeah, it's called Aliens. Cobra says, here at home. Cobra, shit hits the fan question. What bug out bag are you using? Hector says a bag that holds things. My bug out bag is made by Team Tough. And it looks something like this. I have my Faraday cage. A pair of operator's gloves, a vest just in case it's needed, like if I need to look important while I kill people. I mean bug out. I have a infection prevention kit. I have a water purification kit. I have a fire extinguisher. Matt says that if you actually need it, you can also huff it. I have a gas mask, and the filters are inside. I have a battery. A recharge system. So like right now you can see that it's all lit up because if I need to recharge this, I can just leave this out in the sun for a while. I was also planning on adding the one of the most recent ones that I reviewed. It's this one. This one has a big battery in it, and very durable. Where this one, like that one, is able to recharge itself. Plus, this one also has a flashlight. And different levels, including SOS. So I don't know. Since this one's already, since that one's already a solar array, and it's a big solar array, so it charges faster, I'm probably gonna add this one to it. A bigger med kit. A power bank for jumping the car or whatever car I'm taking. A cleaning kit. A jerk-off rag. Another jerk-off rag. My Gerber, the Gerber LMF. It's got the holes in it so that you can take paracord, string, twine, whatever, and fashion it to a stick so you can use it for knocking Hector's cats out of the tree for him. Plus it's got the blunt end to make sure they're sleepy when they go home. 60 round drum with Hornady the XTP rounds in it. Of course, Alice with his many. Oh, I forgot. It's got the. I was trying to think of how many possible accessories are on here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 muzzle device. All I know is I was at like 60 or something points against me. And of course, this is loaded up with Jay's personal faves, the T6B rounds. Alice is all low mass stuff. Special buffer spring, special buffer, a low mass bolt carrier group. I got the Folds of Honor trigger in here. I recently took the Geisley out of this. I still like the Geisley trigger. I just disagree with their whole heavy, light, that bullshit. I did put it in the KS-47. I feel it suits the KS-47 very nicely. They're still expensive triggers. What I like about the EOTech is it's just got a big magnet and detents in it, so you don't have to worry about it moving if you want it or don't want it, and you don't have to worry about pressing a frickin' button like the Chinese one. Great glass, but you got to keep in mind that you're looking at almost $1,200 to just do that setup alone in it. But yeah, so that's Alice. Gotta love Alice. Let's continue on into the pack. Over here I got a lock picking set. I have a flashlight and Jay, my plan is, I should just leave this out of here right now. My plan is I think this is a good one for your boys for camping. You told me that they enjoyed the other one, so I believe my plan is just to send this one on to you. It has been slightly abused because it's been in Alice's kit, but I don't know if this one has been on for more than 30 seconds. So, I think I'm just going to leave this out so I remember to put it in with the Boy Scout stuff. I think I have a charging cable in here for it. Otherwise, let's see, keep going. I have all the magazines that are in Alice's kit are all designed to make sure nobody stops me from getting to my destination. And I told you about these ones from Jay. He just said don't worry about these getting slowed down. Oh no, well, yeah, yes and no. I would say I got one regular loaded mag, but this is only I don't remember if this is a 10 or a 20 rounder. But this is the one that has the, I don't remember how you even get this thing off here fast. I think you just, it has a knife and a sewing kit and cotton and fire starter and matches and all sorts of shit built into it to look like a mag. Plus it's, it's a few more rounds to it. Two mags for the FN. One is looks like T6Bs and a penetrator round to get it going on this one. All T6Bs in this one. A Leatherman Surge. Some CR123s, which is what the EOTech is is operating on a set of earplugs, so when I have to go full auto, it doesn't hurt my ears. And the FM57 that very soon should already be en route, but I just keep hanging on to it because I'd like an opportunity to personally bring this to Jay, but I don't think it's going to happen. But need to work on the shorten the mag release, and Jay was going to update the trigger on it and a magazine. In fact, I should put the batteries in with my earplugs. Seems like a much better place for them. Gotta remember to have the operator gloves. Oh, you gotta remember to have the jerk-off rags. Trust me. You never know what, a little of this, a little bit of that. Faraday cage. Evidently, I'm not going to be 37 minutes. So that's the Team Tough. And then my med kit. This is almost entirely med supplies. I noticed that I have an axe in here, some charging stuff for phones and shit like that, tourniquet, badass scissors, badass knife, Leatherman SOG, and a packet of gloves. Okay. Hector says, I-7 ? I-7 is a hit. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Cheap old gun guy, every accomplishment starts with the decision to...
Macho Biden! Macho Biden! Hello? Macho Biden!
Hello?
It's raining outside.
Son of a bitch.
So I don't know what you want to do because I don't think you want to grill because the rain was pouring down at work and it's headed our way.
I'll probably, or if you want to just throw the skewers in the little oven.
I'd rather have them on a barbecue. Is there anything else that we could cook up?
Well, you'd have to open the drawer. If it's not pouring, I'll put them on the grill. Think we still have a hamburger if you want to do burritos.
We'll do burritos.
Okay, we'll do chicken tomorrow.
Alright.
Hey,
What?
did I mention how much I love you yet today?
No?
Love you.
Yeah, what do you want?
10 millimeter.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh, hold that thought, guys. Hang on. 5, 4, 3, 2. The canopy's down here.
The canopy's down there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You want me to use the cheat? What?
He'll do the Honda. By drive.
And that means you have to come and be with us
All day. Yep.
Oh, God, I don't want you.
Bringing my phone. He says, let's do a brewery review live from the fair.
Are you okay with that? I mean, I
Hell yeah. Yeah.
want to keep, I don't
No, I'm cool.
anchor that's gonna like ground you and drag you down. And,
No, I'm actually looking forward to the fair.
but then what are we gonna do for Sunday?
Probably the same thing.
Okay, so I'm thinking probably I should get a delivery sent to the house on Friday.
Probably best, yes.
Okay. Chi-Chi's or McCormick's?
Chi-Chi's.
Okay.
Unless you want to do a little bit of both and put the balance in a Ziploc baggie and I'll just use it next time.
I was hoping you were gonna say Chi-Chi's because I like that better.
Oh, I love the Chi-Chi's. Live from the, well, it's not the St. Louis, well, actually, I think it was considered the St. Louis County North Fairgrounds.
Thank you. You rock.
I love you.
Love you too.
Just gonna go spend the day with them. She doesn't know this yet, but she's driving home because I'm blinging. I'm gonna bring some Bloody Marys for breakfast, and then David said that there's a bar like 50 feet away from where they have their booth. I don't know. It sounds like fun. What the hell? It's like, why should I be disappointed to spend the entire day with my wife? Some of you don't answer that. Personally, I'm good with that. Funnel cakes and fried pickle on a stick. Oh, I got spooge on my mat. Son of a bitch. I got nothing invested in it. Now I'm pissed. Now this one is a fruited wheat ale. This one is supposed to be strawberry Hefeweizen. See, it's strawberry Hefeweizen. It should be number 76 Hefeweizen strawberry. Because, you know, I always associate whatever is out front as the most dominant one. It's a Hefeweizen, and I do not mind that style at all, but it definitely doesn't look like this. This is definitely strawberry. With a cack on the cover. Wade says the older I get, the less time I tolerate stupid people. I don't like find that out pretty fast. Yeah, me and Greg were talking about that today. There's a lot of things that seem to Mr. 27 says 32nd. Then he says Brew Boomy Pilot Guy intro. Then he says hi Brew Matt. Then Gun Glutton says checking in from the shitter. Gun Glutton? That shitter? Cheers. I love you, my brother. Clyde says, whiskey and revolution for all. Tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Cinq semper tyrannis. And since you called a shot, and Gun Glutton, she's got pretty eyes. Gun Glutton was just commenting, that seems like a nice segue for a little bit of Ed's favorite that he sent me. Not Ed, Gun Glutton. Buffalo Trace. Another example that you can get some good stuff without having to rob the bank. I don't feel like having a drink with Grandma, but I do feel like having a drink with Grandpa. Damn. Those pillows look exceptional. Should go see if Miles wants these 2 bottles of Knob Creek. Okay. Obviously, you don't have to go get a toast. But if you would like to raise a glass to making America a better place to live for the typical American and not some screwed up ideology being pushed our way by the demagogues, the deep state, the people with the agenda, the people behind the curtain. And the sooner we are rid of the Biden administration, the better. In any way that can happen. I mean, if you're listening, the pilot of Air Force One, if you are a true American, you know what needs to be done. Probably just start by, well, you don't even have to try to put grease on the treads of the stairs. That dumb fuck would you can just fall on his own. A little mixology. A little of the hen pecks and the hoops. See, I personally think that if you're going to start putting some fruit in it, put enough in it to make it fun. Moving on. Tom, how about you get Matt really drunk on board? Really doesn't take much. See, that's because Matt has, well, except for the one day, for the most part, respects the fact that he is on a 2-drink max before the show starts. Now, if I say come on over and let's have a smoke and a pregame, that's all on me. I have to judge what's happening while it's happening. But sometimes I do have to admit, Matt, you know, it's just fun to turn the safety protocols off and just let the missiles fly. Tom says Kansas has been constitutional carry for years. Land is expensive here too. See, I think I'm going to run across that anywhere right now. I think the move has to happen, you know, after we take America back. And like for instance, I put a thing on Facebook that when Trump left office, regular unleaded was $1.87 a gallon. Just so you remember. Just so that all of these Trump haters can, you know, you have to ask these people. They're so bitter and they're so angry. And most of them, 90% of what they are holding against Trump is all lies. I mean, next to the deep state, George Soros, Barack the lying. I know Hector's like, you know what, you don't have to hold back on my account, but the fact is, Barack Obama and Michael Obama are penis pushers. I mean, how many people? I mean, you swing both ways. I mean, the fact is well, the fact is that I have several, but case in point, Hector doesn't really mind what side the pendulum fall. Well, actually, he does. He wants the pendulum to fall right up his ass. But I'm just saying, me and Hector, if I haven't heard from Hector by 9 o'clock in the morning, I better check in with him because something is wrong. I'm just saying, both of us, we have our viewpoints on all sorts of things, and it doesn't stop us from being friends. But in the case of Barack Obama, how many people could not toe that line if, it was one thing to be the first black president. How many people would have said, just a step too far to be the first homosexual black president? I'm just saying, be honest with yourself. How many people that voted for him? I mean, you're dealing with, the black community is a huge religion-based. I mean, hallelujah and pass the fucking fried chicken. It's the part of the culture. I don't think it would have happened. And the fact that, you want to indict Trump on a fucking daily basis, but we don't do anything to Joe Biden for obvious and provable, not just a bunch of conspiracy people saying, no, us conspiracy people were telling you about this 3 years ago. So, you're welcome. So you got the most corrupt thing going on right now, and yet nothing's happening. And all I continuously say to people, especially if they act like they don't like Trump, okay, so you can indict Trump. Like, look at what's going on in Georgia. This is a total bullshit. You have a peon in the government part. This woman indicting him again, this fucking bitch has no rights touching. First of all, you are talking about, once again, the Democratic Party doing what they can against the front runner in the presidential race. I'm sorry. I just cruised through that town and tell that woman, this is not how this is done. And any Democrat that goes along with a lot of what's happening right now, you have you have to be proud of the way shit's done in, like, say, Argentina or Panama or China, because you have now endorsed and inviting the exact same ideology into the politics of the United States. Just finishing up the review. I'll call you back. Yes, Gunwild. Of course, you will never see this, or if you do, I don't know. How about that? So, and if we lose power, this will still go because there's a battery hooked to it. But it'll get really dark down here, and the girl will go away. Tom, I believe the overinflated prices on houses exist everywhere. I mean, we could literally make an easy $100,000 by selling this house right now. I'm not even making that number up. Probably even more. I mean, the only thing working against the house that we flipped in East Duluth, this house has more bedrooms. That house had an additional bathroom, which to me is a big deal. I mean, I could probably on my own and in an afternoon, a day, chop up the floor and put a toilet over there and accommodations for another bathroom, but either way, that the biggest difference between the two houses is this one's bigger in every way, and that one we built a brand new 2-stall garage. So, and it's in East Duluth. Anything in East Duluth is worth more money than anything in West Duluth, regardless of the neighborhoods could look identical. But if you're in East Duluth, Emily Larson just loves East Duluth. Well, I guess that's because that's where she lives. But I know for a fact that things that are selling around here, I could easily make not cash. I mean, easily sell this house for $100,000 more than we paid for it 10 years ago. Easily, not even a question right now. Which just goes to show you that 10 years ago was a more legitimate market than it is right now. This is like ridiculous. Matt and Danielle are going through exactly what Samantha and Gage went through. Realtor calls at 7 o'clock in the morning. I found you a house. I'm going to make an appointment so that we can take a look at it. Good. You guys can look at it at 9 o'clock. Okay. Call back at 8:30. Never mind. They had a over asking price all in cash in the first 30 minutes that it was on the market. And that has been going on. I mean, I thought Sam and Gage were going to give up. Just, why even bother? Everything is, a house that should be $59,000 just sold for $175,000. That kind of shit. The only plus that we have is if the economy, or the greatest economy ever, if the market stayed the way it is right now, in the unfortunate event that something happened to Christine's dad, we literally could just sell this, walk away, not have to worry about another house because we'd have another house. Unfortunately, it's, as far as I'm concerned and Christine is concerned, it's in the wrong state. So, if I wanted to live with Christine's dad, which I could do a lot easier than Christine could, we could just sell this right now, pay off our loan, and really walk away with a decent amount of cash. Sharky cheers all blonde AK on deck. Hey, Matt, dressed up all sporty for the cat and McLean, I see. Then Sharky says, coolest kid on the block, Matt says. Now I wonder about the block even more than hearing about the police shootout a few days ago. Yes. Last, is Sharky saying Brandon Herrera? Great guy. Great videos. His shit just cracks me up because he just seems like the guy you see in the video is the guy that you would meet in person. And that's the one thing. That's the one thing that I have. And some people are so fucking fake. It's unbelievable. I mean, they're fake. They're fake even if they don't have a YouTube channel. But just a recap. Sending a message to Pete, who I don't know. But I saw a button that said, send the Armory channel a message. Hey, thinking about starting to put videos up on my channel? What's something that you would tell a new guy? His number one thing was stay true to yourself. He said, I see so many fake people, just be you. And when it's not fun anymore, it's time to get out. I have fun over here. The other channel, which was supposed to be the bread and butter, that's like, literally, my channel was going every time I picked up any new subscribers over at Ebomi. I mean, there was one day, Sean, what a dick. I think he called and goes, hey, yeah, I just wanted you to know that you, yesterday you picked up like 57 new subscribers in one day. It's cool. So, yeah, just wanted to let you know that between last night and now, YouTube took away 795 subscribers. They say that they're just cleaning house. Well, they've cleaned house a few times, but got rid of supposedly old or dead channels. Maybe, but all I know is at the rate that I was going, I easily saw. If they wouldn't have gotten woke, I would have easily be over 100,000, if not more, by now. The one thing I've always been missing is, knowing that guy that has the gun store. You watch some of these guys that really, really take off fast. It's because they can go and review anything new at that moment in time because they have it in the counter at their gun store. That'd be cool on multiple things. I mean, I would love owning a gun shop. I mean, do I want to actually invest money into that particular pistol? Well, I don't know. Let's put a couple of mags through it out at the range. That's like, okay, yeah, I really like the ergonomics of this gun. It's nice to see that the two things, J-Dog, the Walther PDP, I really wanted one of those the very first time I've seen it. And every video, I have not seen a single video that someone poo-pooed that gun. As a matter of fact, I just watched, Tactical something. It's got a decent amount of subs, and he did five guns you must own, or 5 guns that are like a staccato, but that don't rob the bank or whatever. And I was shocked. One of his highest rated guns to get a hold of was the Walther PDP. I have the PDQ. I love that gun. I love the way it feels in my hand. But if I had to, I obviously would want to add the PDP and keep the PDQ. But if it just came down to, someone saying, if you would have waited a little bit longer, would you rather have the gun? Which one of these? I would take the. I would have taken the PDP. It's just, I love. One thing I've really noticed is I really love guns that have. I don't know what's going on here, but if you do this or turn off the lights or whatever. I really love guns that have front serrations. I don't think I have a single Glock that is a front serration, but I understand the Gen 5s that they're doing that. I really loved got the opportunity to actually hold and shoot one, and that was J-Dogs, and I really like those really aggressive, heavy serrations. That, and I'm not exactly sure if I should regret, because the Springfield, I can't even think of the model right now. It looks just like a staccato double stack 9mm, and I made a deal with Craig. I said, Craig, if I can just throw some money your way, walk off with the gun, make some payments. And he said, yeah, we could probably work something out. Then I show up at the gun show, and he's like, oh, I just got this one. And if I sell it, then I get a lot more money outright. And the long story short, like, what was it, like 6 months and 5 gun shows later, he still had it. I think he still has it. So if he would have worked out a deal with me, I would have had it, and it would. And it was one of these guns that it really had a 50-50. These 5 guys loved it. Thought it was freaking awesome. It had you do a few changes to it, like swap out the one of the things was the slide release was too recessed. A lot of people bitched about that. There's a bunch of aftermarket stuff for the trigger. You could really really improve the trigger. You know, you're talking about like $250 worth of stuff, and you basically gave this gun a makeover. Yes, technically making it a better shooting gun. And I'm like, I'm almost there. I almost got the name of it. But either way, the Springfield, it's a double stack 9mm, 2011, looks like a staccato at pennies on the dollar. And after watching his video, I felt, as David would say, I felt kind of weepy because I probably should have got that. I was considering making that a carry gun. I would have had to really see how it went. I really do prefer carrying the Man Stopper. The 45 is my weekend and nightly carry. That being the Smith and Wesson Performance Center that I purchased from David. But this was a badass gun. I mean, I can't actually say I would have felt bad about tearing that up over the 1911 because the Performance Center is actually more expensive than the Springfield. Yes. He says Brandon Herrera, the AK guy from YouTube, is actually running for Congress in his district in Texas to get back our rights. The first major YouTuber who put his money where his mouth is. He testified before Congress. You should do a search for that. It was great. He basically called out the ATF for the pieces of shit that they are. Defund. Defund the ATF. Defund the ATF. Okay, my thoughts on the Hoops Brewing Company, Strawberry Hefeweizen. I mean, I don't know. For what it is, it's good. I mean, would I get it again? I mean, maybe. Well, of course, I could say this for everything right now. Greatest economy ever. For a local brew at this price point, I probably wouldn't. Taste wise, I would. Overall, I would give this an 8. So Cobra asked me about a bug out gun. I still stand behind taking the JP. If something happened, the biggest negative for the JP, if something happened, running through a door or having to throw the gun and doing any damage to the optics, I do not have a quick release, and it would be point and shoot, not being able to rely on that, because I do not have a quick release. As far as what do I feel comfortable as a bug out rifle, I absolutely love this. The reliability is over the top. I mean, you can just sit and shoot this thing. I've seen some performance. I talked about this in the past, so anybody that's been with me for a while would have already heard this. You can go find the video. A team of guys that kill feral sheep, and they have a helicopter, 2 guys, and 4 JPs. They shoot their rifle, their 5.56s. They shoot the rifles until they're too hot to even hold. They put it in the mount and they grab the other one. Each guy has 2 rifles. After over a year of 5 days a week, flying all day long and killing feral animals, JP asked for one of the rifles back just to do an inspection on it, and it still met all specifications. I mean, it just doesn't really get any better than JP. They're right here in my state. She's adorable, and she's shooting with a hot rodded Mosin. This rifle is a side charger, and just listen to that. It's like glass on glass. Trigger is an Armageddon roller trigger. I still like the Hyperfire. If I could do anything different, I would have had JP do the Hyperfire. They did not offer it when I purchased this. No bitches about the Armageddon. Is full disclosure though, I have had some issues after a long day of letting the girls shoot. Got some debris down in there, and I was having a reset issue. Talked to my guy at JP. He said just clean it out. If you have some compressed air, blow it out. Put a little bit of oil back on it. He goes, you must have just got some debris in it. And sure enough, he was exactly right. There's a radiator. The blue that you see is a radiator on the barrel, and it dissipates heat away from the barrel, improving improving your longevity. Adjustable gas block, set by them 2 clicks above fail, which is their service setting. I've always left it at that. This thing shoots. This thing shoots like a 5.56. Anybody that shot it, know that I'm not making that up. It shoots like a 5.56, maybe even lighter. I've had a few of you that have told me that their 5.56 has more felt recoil than this 308. I mean, the craftsmanship. I mean, it's a screwed-on brake. Just a fantastic rifle. I would definitely make this my bug out, because it. I mean, the glass is the difference between this and the weight of any one of my 5.56s. As a matter of fact, it'd be interesting to weigh this and the DRG manufacturing side by side for their weight. But if I needed a bug out situation, ability to shoot rapidly, or shoot precision, or shoot distance, or just anything, this would be the gun. Before the end of the summer, and a big thanks to the fact that Sharky will be here, definitely need to punish this rifle a little bit more. First in the club is Dinscourage shot club, or do a basement pop. Just kidding. Rich Huff says, "Cheers, clubbers." Hector on the actual right channel. I guess they're both at the right channel. He says, "Oink ploppers." Smile Money says, "Maybe I made it. Cheers, clubbers." I know. I said what, 37 minutes, and now it's over an hour. I after she came home and the who was making dinner thing changed. It's all good. Okay. Probably should have said it way back then. Cobra, if you make it to the end, or anybody that makes it to the end, I really like what he's been doing. Throwing out some good questions pertaining to what still could be an actual, maybe unfortunate, but an actual life situation that a lot of us have been planning for. So Cobra, if you hear me say this, thank you for asking the questions. I as full disclosure, as I was scanning through to get to the bottom to set up for this, I saw what he asked, and I almost brought, because of his previous question, the bug out rifle, I brought out the JP, and then I saw his question and was like, oh, I almost brought Alice down, because as a bug out scenario, the FN57, it goes. Why do I pick the FN57 as a bug out? Because if it's powered by anything from Elite Ammunition, it is absolutely deadly, no matter what threat is coming your way. Why do I have an FN57? Well, let me rephrase. Why do I have a 5.7, a Ruger 5.7, as my bedside gun? It holds a lot of rounds, and it holds the one I trust with my life the most. Now, if Jay could make me a T6B 10mm, and we've already talked about this, Jay, because he says he's done it, a T6B 308 round. Oh my God, I started getting some push right there. But, you know, Alice in the FN57 is my bug out get home. When we were going through the bullshit during the last election go around, I had that kit with me every single day. When I left the house, threw it in the back seat of the truck. When we were inside working, I would bring it in because I didn't, just in case someone broke into my truck. But Alice and the FN57 are my true bug out. If I have to grab something fast, that's what I'm going with. But if I get a moment to think about it, JP is always going to be that rifle. It'll take any food that I need to collect, and it will knock down anything coming to threaten me. You may live through the initial shot, but the second shot you will not. Okay, I'm going to hit the refresh button, and then I am going to go eat. Hector, frog anuses in the club. Okay, yeah, you made it the first time. We don't need to hear about the frog anuses. Okay, cheers, guys. I don't know how the weather's supposed to look tomorrow. I really wanted to go for a ride today, but yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. I did not make a bad call here. Cheers.